Welcome to Headline Simsbury. I'm Karen Handville. You probably have already heard that all 5 questions up for a vote at the budget referendum on May 6th were approved by Simsbury voters, including the Board of Selectmen's budget, the Board of Education budget, and the final phase of the Ethel Walker Woods purchase, which began in 2007 as an effort to permanently protect the forests and meadows surrounding the Ethel Walker School. Immediately following the announcement of the vote, the Board of Finance met at the Henry James School cafeteria to adopt the new mill rate, which, if you haven't already heard, includes a tax decrease this year.
Do I hear a motion for the setting the mill rate?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Could you please state what you want the mill rate to be in your motion, Jeff?
So setting the mill rate for the 2015 fiscal years, we call it, of 37.14 mills.
And Barb, who seconded?
Second.
Barb seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The mill rate is set. We have a decrease in taxes. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we know what was the last time the mill rate went down for a reason other than revaluation?
No one at the meeting knew exactly what year the town last saw a tax decrease, but later it was determined that it was 1973. Not many people voted in the referendum, only 1,200, that's about 7.7% of eligible voters. By the way, SCTV was first to post the results of the referendum on our Facebook page. In other town news, there are a few revisions to the hours at the Town Hall and Eno Memorial Hall. There will be full service hours on Mondays until 7 p.m. and Fridays until 1 p.m. Staffing will include the planning, building, and engineering departments, the town clerk, town assessor, tax collector, and first selectman's office, and the finance department. Services at Eno Memorial Hall will include the social services and the senior center. The goal is to make it easier for town residents who work to get to Town Hall to do business. In Connecticut, 66 towns are open late 1 day a week. In exchange, 37 towns close early and 29 towns are closed on Fridays. This schedule is being implemented on a trial basis, and the trial will be evaluated at the end of the summer. These changes do not apply to the police department or to the Board of Education. If you would like to provide feedback on the summer hours, you can send an email to Tom Cook, Director of Administrative Services at tcook@simsbury-ct.gov. Simsbury is participating in a campaign supported by the state called Solarize Simsbury. It's designed to make going solar easy and affordable by reducing the cost to homeowners through a combination of state rebates, a substantial federal tax credit, and long-term financing. C-Tech Solar has been selected as the installer and presented a workshop on April 29th, which was well attended. Mickey Toro, the president of C-Tech Solar, told SCTV that interest has been very high.
The average price for an average home, probably we'll use let's say a 5 kW, which is a 5,000 kilowatt hours, would be anywhere from $20,000 to $22,000. Okay, minus incentives. So you have a state incentive, which is run through Sophia, that gives you a rebate for your production. They give you it could be anywhere from 20 to 30% of the cost, and after that is realized, you also get a federal tax credit, so that would take another 30% off the remaining cost. So you can get anywhere from 50% of that, anywhere from 40 to 50% of that initial cost, which let's say $20,000, deducted in incentives. So now you have a $10,000 cost out of pocket, which turns out to be anywhere from a 6 to an 8 year payback in most cases.
So I was about to ask, if people finance that. And
that's a good question, because we have a lot of options for financing. So you can do this if you choose to do it with the savings that you have ready for it. You can do that. But we also have a lot of financing options. where you can be no money out of pocket and really replace an electric bill cost with a solar project cost.
Toro also discussed subsidies and financing issues and said that the more Simsbury residents sign up for the program, the more the rates decrease. You can watch the full interview with Toro, and you can watch the April 29th Solarize workshop on the SCTV website on demand at simsburytv.org. There is another Solarize workshop on May 27th at 7 p.m. at the Simsbury Public Library. To learn more, you can search Solarize Simsbury online and watch the big blue thermometer in front of Town Hall to see how many people have signed up to install solar power in their homes. CLMP is currently conducting routine tree trimming around power lines on 21 different roads in Simsbury. The tree trimming is to make sure that tree limbs are sufficiently clear of electrical wires. Town residents should receive a letter from CLMP when trees near their property are being trimmed. If you have questions, you can call the Simsbury Public Works Department at 860-658-3222. Simsbury has recently received some excellent media coverage featured in the May 6th Boston Globe column. Only a Tank Away, which noted the historic preservation, dynamic downtown, and beautiful green spaces, as well as high-quality restaurants, saying Simsbury has become quite the destination for foodies. One of the restaurants cited was Millwright's, which was also just included by OpenTable, an online reservation and review service, in their Diners Top 10 Choice Winners in the tri-state area. Millwright's owner, Tyler Anderson, was featured in a recent interview on the Talk of Simsbury, discussing the farm-to-table movement. Anderson talked about how he made his way from California to Simsbury.
So after traveling quite a bit with my wife and my 2 young kids, I asked my wife where she wanted to live. She said, I want to live in New York or I want to live on the East Coast near the ocean, not New York or Boston. So we found the Copper Beach in Connecticut, which was a great property for me to go to, and sort of fell in love with the state of Connecticut. I love the products here. I love being this close to the ocean. I love that it's not a city. It's a great place to raise kids, and Simsbury in particular. So along the way, while I'm at the Copper Beach for 4 years or whatever, start looking for my own restaurant. We looked at hundreds of opportunities, and then the opportunity to do the old Hotbrook building came around. Number one, you can't find a building like that anywhere in the world.
It's an amazing place. Yeah.
And then number two, Simsbury, the location of it allows us to deal with farms that are very close, and we're surrounded by the farmland. So it truly takes, you know, it fulfills what we want to do with our food by having it really that local.
The full interview is available on demand at simsburytv.org. May 31st is the deadline for Simsbury's Top Dog contest. The 4 categories are Biggest Dog, Cutest Dog, Smallest Dog, and Most Handsome Dog. Dogs must be at least 6 months old. To enter, you should submit an application to the town clerk's office. Applications are available on the town's website, simsbury-ct.gov. To enter, you must be 18 or older and have not won in the past. The Simsbury Volunteer Fire Department is hosting a family open house on Saturday, June 14th from 9 until noon at 4 Old Mill Lane. There will be arts and crafts, games and stories for children, raffles, snacks, and CPR instruction. Meet Simsbury's paramedics and EMTs. A reminder that Simsbury's Recycling Committee has opened the swap shop at the Simsbury Transfer Station. Some still know it as the dump off Wolcott Road. It's open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for you to drop off or find new or gently used items, and there is no charge for you to swap. Simsbury has a Hazardous Waste Day coming up on Saturday, June 14th at the Simsbury Public Works facility on Town Forest Road, just off Stratton Brook Road. Simsbury Public Works Director Tom Roy described the hazardous wastes you should be saving for the collection.
And what we're looking for is the items that don't belong in the trash, the items that we want to keep out of the landfill. Things that you might have in your garage, old paint, chemicals, antifreeze, fluids that you'd use in cleaning your car, bug spray, batteries. These are all things that ideally you're going to stockpile in once or twice a year when we hold these hazardous waste collection. It's a great way to do something for the environment that really doesn't take that much of your time.
I don't think people would think of bug spray and batteries. I think most people, I'm a big recycler and very careful, and I think I throw out batteries.
If you have just your standard 9-volt batteries, you know, the everyday household batteries, if you collect them in a box, in a drawer, and once a year bring them, it really keeps they have heavy metals, they have chemicals in them, and again, they're small in and of themselves, but it's all part of the bigger picture of what we can keep out of our landfill.
And what about light bulbs?
We will also be taking fluorescent light bulbs and compact fluorescent light bulbs from residential homes.
The collection starts at 8 a.m., ends at noon, and is open to all residents from Simsbury, Avon, Canton, and Granby. The 2014 Talcott Mountain Music Festival with the Hartford Symphony kicks off its summer concert series with Midsummer Mozart on Friday, June 27th. The Celebrate America concert, ending with fireworks, will be on Thursday, July 3rd. It will be conducted by Eric Dudley, who graduated in 1997 from Simsbury High School. He received his bachelor's degree at the Eastman College of Music and a graduate degree in musical conducting from Yale University. He has been the assistant conductor for both the Cincinnati Symphony and the Princeton Orchestra, and the principal conductor for the 2013-14 season with the Adelphi Chamber Orchestra in New Jersey. Extra seats are needed to be added for the upcoming performance by Grammy Award winner Willie Nelson with Alison Krauss and Casey Musgraves, part of the 2014 season of the Simsbury Meadows Summer Concert Series. Tickets are still available for Willie Nelson on June 15th and the other scheduled concerts, legendary rocker Leonard Skinner on June 13th and Grammy winners Tedeschi Trucks Band on August 14th. Volunteers are still needed to help out with the many different jobs at the Performing Arts Center during the concerts. If you're interested in volunteering, please attend an orientation on Wednesday, May 21st or Thursday, May 22nd at 5:30 p.m. on the stage. And please remember, for these concerts, no food or beverages can be brought into the venue. There will be vendors with food and beverages available for purchase. Preparations are already underway for Simsbury Celebrates, the town-wide community celebration in November, which includes a variety of events for children and adults all along Hot Meadow Street. Linda Johnson has information about their next fundraiser.
Hello, my name is Linda Johnson, and I'm here to tell you that the Simsbury Celebrates Volunteer Planning Committee will host 2 fundraisers this spring. The first will be held on Wednesday, May 7th at McLadden's Irish Public House in Simsbury for a meet and greet with highly acclaimed and international artist Catherine M. Elliott. The second fundraiser will be held on June 7th when the committee will host its annual Simsbury Spring Market and Tag Sale. This event will take place rain or shine from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Simsbury Farms Covered Ice Rink in West Simsbury. There are 65 spaces available. A 10 by 15 space rents for $35, with vendors keeping 100% of their profits. The spaces fill quickly and are available to home businesses, crafters, collectors, and resident tag sellers. Smaller spaces are available to nonprofit groups for $15. A limited number of tables are available for $10. Interested vendors may reserve a space online at simsburyrec.com by calling 860-658-3836 or by sending a check to Simsbury Celebrates, P.O. Box 495, Simsbury, Connecticut 06070. Please include your name, phone number, email address, and items you will be selling. Last year, over 500 shoppers entered our gate. The committee believes this event is better than a neighborhood tag sale. There will be a $1 admission at the door, and the Simsbury Celebrates Committee will be selling food and drinks throughout the day. All proceeds from the space rentals, tables, food, and admission will be used to help defray the entertainment costs for Simsbury Celebrates, held this year on Saturday, November 29th. For information on this fundraiser, visit simsburycelebrates.com or call the Recreation Department at 860-658-3836. Thank you.
The Simsbury Women's Club is looking for artists and crafters to apply to participate in the club's 45th Annual Arts and Crafts Festival, scheduled for September 13th and 14th on Iron Horse Boulevard. Judging of applicants will take place on July 21st and August 25th. The Simsbury Women's Club Arts and Crafts Festival is one of the Northwestern Connecticut's largest and best attended arts and crafts shows. Proceeds from the festival are awarded to local groups and organizations by the Women's Club. SCTV would like to thank them for including us and supporting community television in Simsbury. On Friday, May 23rd, a free open-to-the-public community event at the Old Well Tavern will celebrate the completion of the Ethel Walker Woods project. The final phase was approved by over 70% of the voters at the May budget referendum. The celebration, sponsored by members of Keep the Woods, is family-friendly and everyone is welcome. The celebration starts at 6 p.m. and will include barbecue-style food, a large cake, and free live music by the band Out the Box. Out the Box, featuring international recording artist, Simsbury resident, and Keep the Woods member Dave Galt, will play from approximately 7 to 11 p.m. The Old Well Tavern is located at 20 Terriffill Road. Book collecting will begin May 27th for the Friends of the Library Giant Used Book Sale in September. Bring your donations to the lower level of the library Tuesday and Friday mornings from 10 a.m. until noon, or Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information or to volunteer, call Annie Wallach at 860-658-7781. The Simsbury Lions Club is offering free adult eye screenings on Thursday, May 29th at St. Bernard's Church, located at 7 Maple Street in Terriffill. Although free, you still need to make an appointment by calling 860-658-2071. Time slots are available between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. On May 31st at 9 a.m., you can work out with NASM certified trainer Gina Marecki in a fundraising effort by the Well Served Tennis Academy. All fitness levels are welcome. Ages 18 and over, please, and RSVP is required by emailing wstennisacademy@gmail.com. The cost is $15 and additional donations are gratefully appreciated. Remember to bring water and a towel to the Simsbury Farms ice rink that morning. Well Served Tennis Academy is a tennis camp for autistic children in grades 4 through 8 based in Simsbury. Simsbury Farms opens for the season on June 14th. Season pool passes are now on sale, and whether you're renewing or purchasing for the first time, you can do it all online at simsburyrec.com. If you purchase a pass by May 31st online, you can save up to $25. Swim registration is also underway, and you can save $10 with the purchase of a family pool pass. New this season is the semi-private lessons at Memorial Pool and Saturday morning lessons at Simsbury Farms. For more information, you can call 860-658-3836. The Simsbury Junior Grange has signed up for the state's 9th annual Great Park Pursuit called No Child Left Inside. Adults and children are welcome to join. Participants visit one state park each weekend from May 10th to June 21st. The Park Pursuit is sponsored by the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection. You can get more information by searching No Child Left Inside CT. You can go to any of the parks around the state on your own, but if you are interested in participating with the Simsbury Junior Grange, transportation may be provided on some trips. If children 8 and over want to attend and parents are unable to accompany them, you can contact Susan Messino at the email below. And finally, the weekend of June 7th and 8th is Connecticut Trails Day weekend. There are 258 events statewide, including 3 in Simsbury. A 5-mile hike at Penwood State Park and Land Trust Trails from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., which starts from the Flower Bridge and showcases various pieces of land conserved by the state and the Simsbury and Winterberry Land Trusts. You can call Kevin for more information at 860-243-9508, or you can email him at the email that you see. Also on Saturday, there's an afternoon family-oriented walk through Town Forest Park and Tull Meadow Farm. You can call Sally Rieger for more details and to register at 860-658-7317. And Sunday, there is a hike on the Metacomet Trail. It's a 2.5-mile hike which covers some steep and rocky terrain, including a view above the Terriffill Gorge to see where the Spoonville Dam used to be. You can contact Mike at 860-658-9608, or you could go to Town Hall and pick up a Connecticut Trails Day weekend brochure, which includes all 258 hikes around the state. Since its founding in 1984, SCTV has aired thousands of hours of programming on 3 channels, including lots and lots of town meetings, all of them done by volunteers. After volunteering to record the Board of Finance meetings at SCTV for many years, Dave Galt is retiring after recording this last Board of Finance meeting, and he was thanked by the board before the start of their meeting.
Well, before we say the pledge, I'd like to, some news came to me that David Galt, our SCTV person for the last, 4 or 5 years you've been doing this, is
something like that.
Going to take a sabbatical, so he won't be with us. I'd like to thank you for all your service.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The camera around.
SCTV needs volunteers. If you're new in town, it's a great way to get to know everyone. If you're a longtime resident, it's a great way to keep up with what's happening in town and also know that you're helping to make the town better. If you're out of a job, it's a great way to do some resume building and learn some new skills. While volunteers create the programming, the SCTV staff is needed for all kinds of other things, uploading and downloading programs to the server and to the internet, programming the TV schedule for 3 channels, training volunteers, and don't forget about the need for the digital cameras and equipment for the volunteers to use. We need to pay the small staff and buy equipment, and we are asking businesses to help, and we're offering them something in return.
But also, my name is Wooda McNiven, and I've been an SCTV volunteer for 10 years. For the past couple of years, I've also been on its board of directors. And at the leadership level, one of our top priorities is to get the word out that SCTV is a free service. It is free to the public. It is free to any residents who want to create their own content. It is free to Simsbury businesses, business owners who would love to get up and talk about what they do. But as you know, there is no such thing as free. It costs a lot of money to do what we do. And in part, we depend, our funding is dependent upon contributions from residents, but it's also dependent upon business sponsorships. And we're about to embark on a direct mail marketing campaign. We're going to send out close to 800 pieces to businesses in Simsbury. And I'm going to hand that letter out to you before you all leave so you can read it. And we think we offer some pretty good bang for the buck. But businesses will get their slide up on TV. And when you work out the math, over a full year subscription, which costs $500, it only costs 12 cents every time their information gets put onto the screen. But their information is also put onto our website.
Wooda is also beginning a new program on SCTV called Spotlight on Business. If you would like to learn how your business could be featured, please call us at 860-658-1720. And before we finish today, SCTV would like to acknowledge the Simsbury Junior Women's Club for their generous donations to the local community thanks to the success of their Luminary Night 2013. SCTV was one of the recipients of their grants. Thank you. We depend on local support to keep us on the air. That's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. I'm Karen Handville, and we are SCTV, your town, your schools, your government. Tell them again, Bob.
You're watching SCTV, your town, your schools, and your government.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.
Simsbury has a lovely downtown. It looks very attractive from a car, but it is even more beautiful and indeed even more interesting when you park your car and walk along it. That's why a few years ago, under the direction of former Chair Liz Banco, the Simsbury Tourism Committee created a cell phone tour along Hop Meadow Street. The audio tour highlights the historical and architectural details of the town's most important landmarks, including descriptions of notable trees. There are 11 stops altogether. It's easy to use. In front of each of the locations, you'll see, as you see behind me, a plexiglass box containing a map and a number. All you have to do is stop at the location and use your phone to call 860-323-9029 and follow the prompts. Among the buildings included on the tour are Eno Memorial Hall, the Simsbury Free Library, Boy Scout Hall, and the cemetery in the center of town. Perhaps you didn't know that Simsbury has a tourism committee. We were created in 1994 as an effort to help the development of tourism in Simsbury as part of economic development for the town. So get out of your car and enjoy your town. In the meantime, like us on Simsbury Tourism's Facebook page, where we post frequent, if not daily, updates on what's going on in town, or check out the Travel and Tourism section on the town's website at www.simsbury-ct.gov. I'm Dominique Avery, the co-chair of the Simsbury Tourism Committee.